Wow, it's been a while, hasn't it? Oh my gosh, this feels so weird. Hi, I'm Allison. In case you forgot, it's been that long. So, you haven't seen any of us around lately. Well, the truth is, we're not doing Dig anymore. You see, we've all lost a little bit of interest in Twilight, and it's just really not worthwhile. We hope that everybody enjoyed it while it lasted. We all had so much fun. April Fools! Well, actually kind of just like halfway. We definitely aren't doing Dig anymore. No more Daredevil Grizzlies. But we are still doing something. Do not worry, we will still be on YouTube. We are starting a new project. It's going to be a kind of book club of the month type thing, and we are now calling ourselves TheWordEaters. So basically this is how it works. Every month one of us gets to pick which book we're going to read. And then for that whole month we talk about the book, we read the book, we have fun, and then at the end of the month we do a challenge based off of the book. We aren't going to do punishments anymore because we are terrible at doing them. We're terrible at thinking of them and giving them and making sure we're doing them on time, so we're just not even going to bother. We'll still try to make sure that our videos don't run more than 4 or 5 minutes because we don't want to bore you. We'll keep it. So, the first book that we're going to do, because we are all proper nerd fighters, is Paper Towns. Now, we've all pretty much read the book before, but actually for me, it's a good thing I'm rereading it because I have a horrible memory and I actually kind of don't remember exactly what happened. For the first week, I read the first part, which is about 80 pages, and there are so many Nerdfighter references in this book. It's fantastic. And so one of the things I definitely noticed was that the word awesome comes up a lot. I mean, awesome is an awesome word, and I mean, you can bring it up in basically any conversation that you could possibly think of. I just failed my math test and the world's gonna blow up tomorrow. That's awesome! See what I mean? Awesome. It's an awesome word. And it is one of the best words that a nerdfighter could use. DFTBA, hello. So I'm keeping an awesome count on the book. And so far, John Green's only used the word awesome 4 times in 80 pages. That's only one awesome use per 20 pages. I mean, he could do way better. And so far the ones that I have are on page 4, 14, 28, and 20. One of the best things that I like about this book is that I can hear John's Green voice in my head. I can hear him reading the book to me. It's like I open the book and I read the words, and John Green, he's telling me a bedtime story in my head. It's great. Really, it's great. I'm not going crazy. Not at all. Everything about this book, it's written the way John Green would say it. Part 1 is called The Strings, based off of Margot's idea that everybody has sort of all these strings that make up them, and that if too many of them break, if too many things go wrong, they all snap, they all break until you have no more strings to keep you together and you kind of just deflate. And I really like that image. It's a really weird image in my head, but it's cool. But I think that it doesn't work for everybody because you have to be a Margot kind of person. She doesn't really depend on anybody. She doesn't really have friends, and so if all of her strings were to break, she has nowhere to turn. Whereas I think if his last string was to break, it really wouldn't be his last string because he'd always still have his family. He'd still have Ben and Radar. And in that way, Margot's sort of the unlucky one. We'll still be talking about Twilight when the occasion arises, such as now. I'm going to talk about Twilight now. Whoa. I'm going to talk about the movie, actually, New Moon. Dakota Fanning is playing Jane. What do you think about that? I actually think that Dakota Fanning is a little too old to play Jane because, if I'm not mistaken, Jane's supposed to be fairly young. I actually think she looks like what I imagine Jane to be, albeit a little older. And now we've come to the last segment of the day, our little chit-chat section, where we can talk about anything and everything under the big sun. And today I'm giving a shout out to Maureen Johnson and her blog everyday April idea, because this is the first day of April. So if you have not heard of blog everyday April, then you should go check it out right now. Link somewhere. Maybe I'll just put it on my face. Sarah, I hope to see you tomorrow, and I hope we get to read lots of new fun books. Bye!